It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins Offensive Player of the Year, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Dolphins and the Commanders.
Don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains. and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action. Sampson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Brian Brzee has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 2nd down, it's McCarthy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that and complete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Throwing to start the drive. Sampson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Wilson with a first down carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a 1-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
The Dolphins at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the 1st as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test. Taking up.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside. Catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Mahomes now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game.
He's got him in. Complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. 21-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on third down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30,
They're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Four yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sampson, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd. conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mahomes now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Up the middle they go. It's McCarthy, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Sampson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fighting it. Oh, he shakes himself free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's Mahomes. He's going up top for Taylor. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Wilson going to try the right side. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Sampson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away. And convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Throwing to start the drive. Sampson, he's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to... Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it into the end zone across. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So, obviously, they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brian Brzee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 3. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 3rd down, Sampson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw. Sampson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense back out there. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Working. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Now Achane on And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially. Loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that.
And a short game down to the pick up there, and it's going to leave them.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Sampson. Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball. The turnover. 4th down. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the... Side has got it. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop? Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Washington offense set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's right side. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. At the 49. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down Washington. Now back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds Taylor, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He finds his man, complete. That's McCarthy. That he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now at... And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Throwing to start the drive. Sampson trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Yards on the pick. It'll lead. Second and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Moss. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual. Run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this is going to result in... back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
On 4th down, Sampson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. He's and through the air. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCarthy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. At this point, down. In this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Escapes the sack.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And again, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. Miami set to take over. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. This
is taken in. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Let's go now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. And I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single season. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Washington ready to try again on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brian Brzee make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake. Sampson, he's going to air one out. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Dolphins, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.